Berlin. How do you feel about today's ceremony? How do you think it went?
I thought it was fantastic. It was lovely. I was very moved by it, and actually I wasn't expecting to. When I started reading some of the words I'd written about Ben, and I think that the people who came found it moving as well.
Does it bring you some peace and pride to have been remembered in this way?
It does. It's incredibly meaningful for me. As I said, his ashes are interred a long way away. So to have a place that I can come to that represents Ben, and the fact that it's a tree in this park, which we so much enjoyed together, he loved it here. And the fact that it's part of something wider, that there's 80 such trees up and down the country, so it's part of a wider initiative. And also within the park itself, they're regenerating this park and planting a lot of trees, so it feels like it is integral to this park in memory of Ben, and could potentially be here for hundreds of years. And some of the trees in this park are that old, and it's a very beautiful thing. Yes, it's right next to a school, and we're already talking about maybe doing something with the children and using the example of the tree and Ben's story to think about the refugees who came here from Nazi Europe, but also to think about refugees who are still arriving in our city with different conflicts and different kinds of oppression that people are suffering around the world. It's still going on today, and so to be able to use the tree to do some work with the children around that is something I would support, and Ben would totally have supported.
Did Leicester hold a special place in Ben's heart?
It did. He only lived here for 11 years. He absolutely loved it from the minute he arrived. He came to visit me here a couple of times first before he came to live here in 2009. He embraced it. He loved the multi-ethnic, multicultural nature of the city. He very quickly made friends here, and he got involved in voluntary work that made him feel connected with what was going on in the city. And he was always very proud to say that he lived in Leicester.
Okay, so my name is Nicole Valens, and I work for the Association of Jewish Refugees, the AJR. And I've come here today to Leicester to take part in the tree planting ceremony. We are planting 80 trees across the country in celebration of our 80th anniversary. So the AJR was established just after the end of the Second World War to support Jewish victims of Nazi oppression across Europe and to help the refugees settle in Britain. And we now offer welfare services to the survivors and to their families across the UK.
So a little bit about the tree planting across the country?
Yes, so we're planting 80 trees. So the idea is that we want to commemorate the contribution that refugees have made to British society. They came to Britain quite often with nothing but the clothes on their back. They were welcomed into the country, and so many of them really made a huge contribution to British society in medicine and the arts and media and science, literature. So we want to commemorate that, and also to give a little bit back, to say thank you to Britain for welcoming the refugees, for providing such a wonderful home for them, making them feel safe at such a terrible time in their lives. So we're planting oak trees, native oak trees, which are really important for wildlife in Britain and under threat. So these trees will provide a lasting legacy and improve the environment for generations to come.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.